What's up, guys? We're back again with the best deck in Pokemon TCG Pocket after the new update. It is unbelievable how overpowered Palkia is. By starting Manaphy as your first Pokemon, you're able to get 2 energy on your back Pokemon. And with Vaporeon, you're able to easily move your energy from your Vaporeons, your Manaphy, and any damaged Pokemon that you started the game with onto your hard-hitting EX Pokemon like Articuno and Palkia to crush your opponent. Nothing sets up as fast as it, and if you're able to hit hard with a 150 damage of the Palkia, there's not much that survives. If you're worried about getting one-shot by a Mewtwo plus Giovanni, or maybe another Palkia player, the Pokemon Tool Trainer card Giant Cape has got you covered, giving your Articuno EX and Palkia EX extra health so they survive big blasts. I only pulled 1 Giant Cape, so I'm going to be using Potion instead. 2 Giant Capes is always better. You can also use it on Manaphy so it survives longer, allowing you to set up for more energy. And the dumbest thing about the deck is it doesn't need Misty, but it's got it anyway. When you magically get free energy from Misty when you're already getting guaranteed free energy from Manaphy, it's game breaking. It's time to enjoy a flood of free energy while this deck drowns opponents in damage and asserts dominance. I'm not gonna lie, I have won the last 9 games in a row with this deck, and people leave as soon as they realize they lose without even us getting to see the satisfying moment of our Palkia bursting down all of their cards. It's a little bit sad that there's no ranked game mode right now to incentivize people to stay. When they know they lose, they just lose all confidence and leave. All right, we're gonna go and start off the game with a, let's just go for the Eevee as start. It's not the worst thing in the world. I don't necessarily like starting Palkia in certain situations because the way I see it is if I've got my Vaporeon, I can easily like just negate any real damage done to this and then use the retreat and just get that to the back line. So I'm totally fine with that. Usually what we would like to do is we want to use our Manaphy and then use our Manaphy as our starting Pokemon. Okay, great. That's really nice. So yeah, we were kind of hoping to have this. We're going to throw it down so we don't get red carded, because if you have 4 or more cards in your hand, then your opponents will feel really good about red carding you. Also, we're playing against grass, so not the worst thing in the world. We really just don't want to play against electric, because that's what is super effective against all of our Pokemon. I think this is probably okay for us to just end our turn and just wait and see what he does in the next one. Usually, double Palkia is better than the Articuno plus, Palkia, but it is what it is. We're giving what we got, and we're going to make use of what we have. So I really want this to be the game that we're able to showcase this strategy. I think this guy will stay. A lot of Celebi players, from my experience, really love flipping their coin tosses, so we'll see what he does. Also, if you use the Giant Cape, it allows you to survive other Palkias with your own Palkia by getting plus 20 health to your Pokemon. It allows you to survive Mewtwo's plus Giovanni. It allows you to survive Celebes more frequently as well, because then instead of hitting 3 heads, they have to hit 4 to get over the threshold of 150 damage. So I right now would like to go and use our Vaporeon if we get the chance, and then I'm just going to leaf it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go and move directly into our Manaphy, and then I would love to go and hopefully get some extra energy here. You guys will see this all in action very soon. So it's definitely one of my favorite things to do in the entire game. It's super toxic, but I'm about to display 3 energy without any coin tosses. So I got the regular energy that we put on. Now we get 2 more on our Articuno and our Palkia. If you're wondering why I don't put any energy on the Vaporeon, just look at it. It does 60 damage for 3 energy. That's trash. You specifically only use that because of its ability. So I really would love to be able to build up my Palkia here. If not, it's okay. We can start to transfer the energy from the Articuno using the Vaporeon ability and then get an extra energy on our Palkia for the next turn. He will probably kill this Manaphy. He seems like the type of person to hit 2 heads. We'll see. Oh, 0 maybe? Oh, let's go. Oh my goodness. I was just saying, like, there's no way he hit 0, but he did. That was really cool. All right, so we could Giant Cape on this, but it doesn't necessarily matter too much for me. That was really funny. That was actually pretty funny. He's going to put another energy on there. He could hit Superior, so that would kind of suck. I think our best strategy right now is to sack the Manaphy and build up our Palkia, so then we can end up dealing a lot more damage. Or, wait, no, we could just get the 4 energy and one-shot the Celebi right now. Oh, the game's actually just over. All right, cool. Never mind. That's crazy. Hopefully he lets me show this. Please be the first person in the entire game that lets me show the strategy. Please let me do it, sir. You know you want to take the damage. All right, if he doesn't rage quit right now, we will be able to show it for the first time. Guys, we knew we were going to win, but like, we didn't know he was going to let me do this. All right, we got to speed run it. We just start clicking so quick before he leaves and realizes what happens. He loses his Celebi. Okay, cool. We get to enjoy the experience of deleting opponents, and now he can rage quit. He can quit. It's okay. You guys got to see it in action. You see how the deck works. The amount of damage that you get to put out at the very start is ridiculous. The ramp up potential of getting all that energy, getting the 2 extra energy from the manaphy, and moving the manaphy to the bench. You have 3 energy that you can immediately transfer to your Palkia, and then you can whip out 150 damage and 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon on the bench. That's unfair. It's actually unbeatable in a lot of situations. And if your opponent hits like all heads, maybe like it's a little bit scary then, right? That's not really what you want to do. And by the way, I should have probably used the giant cape on our manaphy, so then it got to 70 base health. So then he would have had to hit 2 coin toss heads to be able to kill it with his Celebi at the start, because then we would have been able to preserve that extra energy and then do the exact play that we did right now. So I did misplay. Should have used the giant cape directly on top of the manaphy at the start. We got lucky and we were able to showcase how this strategy works. And he's just wondering what he's supposed to do. The game is over. He can't win. So that's fun. That's a vibe. We take those. Strategy here is to put energy on the Articuno, so then we can guaranteed do the 80 damage necessary to go and kill the Celebi. We don't want to stack up more energy on the Palkia. It doesn't necessarily matter, because if you are taking damage on the Palkia, it's not really optimal. You rather put the energy on the Articuno, get to 80, and then eventually after he kills the Palkia, you swap in the Articuno and then you take him out. So that's just something to keep in mind if you guys are not really familiar with Pokemon TCG Pocket. Usually you want to build up things on the back line if you already have something dealing damage, if you have enough prizes. So yeah, there's 20 seconds remaining. This guy is just like disrespectfully like leaving the game without actually conceding. But hey, I'm at least able to show you guys and talk to you about what we were able to do. And it's such an annoying deck that after 10 games or whatever, we haven't had a single person until this guy actually allow us to show the strategy. They all freaking leave. This guy left too, but at least we were able to speed run and show the strategy before he left. We take those and we're jumping on to the next one. And I'm now able to show all the rage quits because, hey, I'm not cutting anything out. These will all be wins and they'll be super easy. And we swim it on to the next one. Actually, unbelievable how broken this is. And I'm sure you guys are probably going to start copying this strategy right as soon as you saw that. I do not know what is supposed to beat this in the game. I can't even think of anything. So, guys, we might be cooked until they do balance changes. All right, we're going to throw down a Palkia and an Articuno here. I also don't feel bad about starting Palkia if we absolutely need to, because it still does 30 damage for a slash. Like, that hits pretty freaking hard, and it also has 150 base health, so it's a phenomenal Pokemon. Obviously, we would hopefully have a more optimal start using a manaphy at the start, getting our energy, as you guys saw in the last game, but hey, you can't have that happen every single time. Please don't leave. Let us see a little bit of gameplay in this game, sir. You know you want to play and try out your Riolu and then maybe go in for Lucario later. Like, I think you just want to have fun, right? You want to enjoy the experiment of Pokemon TCG Pocket. You really don't want to just, leave the game in 2 seconds, right? Oh, you guys let me know. Have you left games whenever you see this deck? Would you leave games if there was no benefit for you to stay? He's going to have a Hitmonlee, so if I was running Gyarados, I'd be cooked. If you guys don't know what Hitmonlee is specializing in, it does 30 damage to a backline Pokemon. So if you have Magikarp, it's just one shot. And I lost a lot, like a lot because of that. So I could Professor's Research, or I could just try to high roll and use the Misty. I think it's not a shadow tag video without me trying to high roll. Okay. We did not tag before energy for the water like we did in the Gyarados video. That would have been fire and definitely not water. It would have been our opponent crying a lot of tears, and he would try to burn me alive, to be honest. Also, we're just going to go and hit him up with a slash because 2 slashes kills the Riolu. And yeah, pretty good for us. Not going to lie. I'll take it. I'll take it. I would love to set up the Manaphy, but I mean, if you are doing a slow and steady start, it works. If you do the, you know, high roll, big baller, misty play, it also works. He's going to go to the back line. That's smart. He doesn't want that to die, but it's going to die anyway, bro. If I get a dimensional storm twice, Raylu's dead. So, yeah, I mean, we do 20 damage to the back line too. So, he's a pretty good player, though. Like, he's maneuvering around. He's not letting me get kills. Using the X speed. Like, I respect it. I respect it. So, because we want to end up hitting more basic Pokemon, ideally, what we do is we use the Professor's Research first because we don't want to thin the pool of our cards. So yeah, basic Pokemon now. So we were guaranteed a basic Pokemon with our Pokeball. We weren't guaranteed a basic Pokemon with our Professor's Research. So if we want to get a basic Pokemon from our Professor's Research, we don't want to pull a basic Pokemon out of our deck with the Pokeball at the start. We want to have the most basic Pokemon in our deck possible so then we can maybe pull them using our Professor's Research. That's what we did. We always want to go Professor's Research first if we want to pull Pokemon, if we also have a Pokeball. All right, I'm going to go use our Eevee here as well. I think it's not bad, but I kind of sort of expect him to damage down our Manaphy if I try to set something up here. So I'm going to start setting up our Articuno instead of our Palkia because our Palkia is bound to take a lot of damage, and I'm kind of okay with it just allowing us to be a meat shield and then eventually set up our Articuno. There's different ways you can play this deck. There's not many ways that you can fail or flop or have a bad time. Ideally, we're able to go and hit another leaf so then we can conserve the energy that we have on our Palkia, put it on the Articuno, and start to work away on our opponent's back line. I super enjoy that. Getting the leaf, conserving the energy is exactly where we want to be. Fully fine if it doesn't happen. It is what it is. It is part of the game, you know? And still a really good spot for us to be in. I'm not going to lie. Having 2 energy already on our Articuno enables me to be in a position where I could potentially, you know, get that Articuno in very soon and start to hammer in more damage. So I really like that ability of, like, you know, having 3 energy on that, pulling the energy from the Palkia if we end up getting a leaf. Please let me do that. Or, I mean, if we want to, we could have the energy on the Articuno and then have the adaptability enabling us to shift all of the energy from the Articuno onto the leaf Pokemon if we want. Or we could just, like, I don't know, we could just put it on the Palkia, right? If he somehow doesn't kill it, but he's probably going to kill it. All right, let's just see what he'll do. He'll probably put in Marshadow. It'll deal 100 damage. It will definitely take out Palkia. He'll take 2 prizes. But he's also in a pretty interesting spot because, you know, Articuno will take out his Marshadow then. So I'm okay with that, actually. It's not a bad trade for me. I'll take that trade any day. And yeah, we're just going to go and do that. We're going to go and hit him up with a slash. We're not going to use our supporter card. It doesn't really matter. We're going to lose the Palkia anyway. So I didn't want to put extra energy on a Palkia that was destined to die, is what I'm trying to say. And we'll be in a position where he's going to have to Marshadow to kill the Palkia. Then he has no energy on the board, and we'll have a 3 energy Articuno, and he's losing the game then. So as you can see, like, we're in a very powerful position where we're up energy with a powerful EX Pokemon about to be on the map, and you have to think through what you want to do whenever you're playing this game, because there's a lot of strategy that's involved, and thinking multiple steps ahead will get you, you know, more wins. That's what's up. That's how we cook. That's what we do. Even if you end up taking 2 points, that's fine, because now you have to take out another 2-point Pokemon. So then you would take 4 points total. So that's really bad. If we're taking 3 points, that's really optimal for us. So he doesn't want to see that. All right. So the only bad thing is, like, if he does Leaf, if he does, like, Sabrina, then he forces us to go in for the Vaporeon, and then we just Leaf. So then we don't really lose anything with the Vaporeon. In fact, what we can do here is we can Misty, just to potentially get a little bit more energy on this Vaporeon that we can then use if we pull another Palkia, which we should be able to pull soon. Yeah, we're getting 3 energy. That's insane. I mean, this probably won't come into a play or into effect, but I just want to load that up in case. And we can also go in for the Giant Cape on our Articuno just to make it a little bit beefier, just to let him know that he's not going to be able to kill that today, and just enforce our very huge lead in this game. So we're doing 80 damage and 10 damage to everything on the back line. He is going to be able to put in the Marshadow, and when he does, he will be able to deal 100 damage. But if he deals 100 damage, he can't one-shot the Vaporeon because it has 120 health. he can't one-shot our Articuno, so then he loses the game. It's just over. So as you guys can see, we walk away with a very dominant win. The Articuno would have done 80 damage and one-shot the Marshadow, and he would have been in a very bad spot because, you know, if he loses one more, he loses the game. Solid stuff. We'll jump on to the next one and hopefully get another win for the video. I mean, this has just been ridiculous. Every single game I've played with this deck has been a win. Let's get it. This guy's got TCG Player in his banner, so you already know that he feels like he's a pro. And genuinely, I hope that he's good because I want more of a challenge here. So we're going first. That's also a little bit bad for us. It is what it is. Be that way sometimes. We do get the Manaphy at the start, so probably a little bit more optimal than we would want, to be honest. We'll take it. We'll take it. Geez. Like, if you get the Manaphy Palkia start, oh, it's just brutal for the opponent. That's ideal. That's what you want. Manaphy Palkia, and then a second Palkia is, like, next level stupid of, like, luck, but it is what it is. Also, if you Misty at the start, you guys can call me a fool, but I quite like doing that. Just so if we're first turn, there's a chance that we're able to just get a Vaporeon here, right? Like right now, and transfer the energy from the Manaphy. So it doesn't really matter if we get the energy stockpiled on the Manaphy. So that's exactly what we're going to do, actually. We're not going to throw down the Articuno. Do we want to do that? It doesn't even matter. I think we're okay throwing down the Misty soon. Oh, wait. What did I do? Did I use the professor's research? I did. I fumbled. I'm a fool. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I'm telling myself it's fine, even though it's not. So we'll be able to put the energy on the Palkia with our Misty. So it's always calculated, guys. It's always calculated all the time. But yeah, no. What I should have done is I think I should have thrown down the Articuno, put the Misty on the Manaphy, and then gotten the 2 energy guaranteed. It's just better that way. Like, objectively better. Because we get guaranteed 2 energy there for free and get to transfer the energy that we had on the Manaphy using our Vaporeon. So it's just a better play than what I did there. It's okay. I'm open to making my mistakes public and letting you guys know because I'm definitely not a perfect player. And the thing is, you don't even need to play perfect with this deck. So yeah, if you guys ever realize mistakes that I make, feel free to comment them. Let's get better together. Let's keep improving. I love this game, and I always want to get better at every game I play. I'm kind of like one of those addicts that tries to ruthlessly optimize every decision that I make in games. So what I decided to do there is I wanted to throw down the Misty on the Palkia just to see, because then you're able to be like, oh, then I can adapt with this energy afterwards and not throw down an energy on a Palkia when I don't necessarily need to, right? So just something to keep in mind. Yeah, we're just going to go for the Ashanic gift, and then we're going to get 2 energy here. I'm still so greedy because I'm super hoping that I'm able to get another Palkia. The Articuno, I don't like. I'm telling y'all right now, it don't matter to me. He will be able to one-shot this. I should have just went for the Giant Cape because I would have been able to keep that alive into a 50 damage. So another misplay here. It's fine. I'm okay. Ended up losing the Manaphy and playing horribly. Let's just call all the mistakes in this game and see if I still win. Wait, he wasn't able to retreat. Okay, so I thought he would have X speed or something, but I guess not. Maybe it was the biggest baller play that you guys have ever seen in your lives. Who knows? I don't think so, but it worked. It most certainly did work. So what we can do here is we can throw down another energy on this. We can retreat. We can use the Vaporeon, and I quite like this. So what we're gonna do is, yeah, let's just leave so we don't end up, you know, wasting it. Yeah, he just knows the game's over. They just freaking leave every single time, man. How does this happen? I'm telling you guys, it's on repeat. No one plays against this. One more game. It's too easy. It's time to lock in for the last game of the day. And luckily for him, he's starting off in the best way with the first for us. So great for us, though. We still end up getting our Manaphy, and we have 2 Pokeballs. So we get to bang out with double basic Pokemon. So the Manaphy will be able to appreciate the advantage that we get. Oh, wow. He is using the Mew EX deck. So Psychic deck, maybe a Mewtwo deck. I don't really understand. I don't really know what we're playing into, but it's all good. We're going to Pokeball, get our 2 basic Pokemon. Really cool because now we can go and set up a Vaporeon really early as well. I'm definitely going to go and use our Pokeball here again to super enjoy that Palkia. Oh my gosh, the start is spicy. Oh my goodness, I can't say enough good things about this because the energy that we get on this Misty for the Manaphy, it's all going to get transferred because we already have our Vaporeon. Okay, never mind. We would have cooked. We would have straight up won the game. Imagine we get the 1 energy, then we get 2 energy spawning from that. So we get 3 energy from that 1 Misty. And then any extra energy that we get from the Misty is icing on the cake. We would possibly be able to retreat our Manaphy, then transfer all the energy to the Palkia, one-shot his Mew EX, and win the game first turn. That's possible. Like, it straight up is possible. So, I don't know. It's funny, but also at the same time, it's a little bit unfair if you get the right rolls. Sure, he's able to draw 1 card with that. I mean, that's kind of fun for him. It gives him a bit of an advantage, but not terrible. Not that bad. We do have the Vaporeon here, which is great. And we're going to go and put an energy on our Manaphy. It doesn't seem like he's going to be able to kill that anytime soon, so maybe I'll be able to hit the Palkia. You know, if we just hit a solid 4 here, we're vibing. Okay, we're 1. We're 2. We're 3. Ah, I said it too preemptively. Okay, never mind. It's totally fine, though. We're chilling. We're balling out here and not even on a budget because Manaphy is a big-time spender and also an ender, making our opponent surrender. Okay, bars out here, guys. I come up with these things on the spot at 1:56 a.m. on my last brain cell. I don't actually think these rhymes are good. I just like saying whatever comes to my mind. I hope you guys don't mind. So ideally, we're able to get another Palkia here and then just set that up with our Manaphy and then transfer all the energy. So, I mean, he is able to kill this if he really wants to. It's just not on this turn unless he has Giovanni plus Mew EX shot. So I can be greedy again and then do that if I want to again. But I mean, here we are just being the greediest individual that has ever roamed the earth. Let's do it. Let's just farm energy. Why not? Why not? Let's farm all the energy. All your energy belongs to us. Double Palkia EX. All right. I think Palkia needs his other pal with the boosted artwork. Unfortunately, we don't have 2 immersive arts yet. Y'all let me know if you got lucky enough to pull the Palkia and the Dialga immersive arts. I really want both of them. I did get super lucky with the Mythical Island set. I think that was the easiest to pull. Then I think like this set was easy to pull. I think the first sets, the Apex sets were rough. They were really rough. Wow, he just stood in there and only did 10 damage. That's interesting. Okay. I don't think I would have done that if I was you, big dog. So I'm going to start putting energy on the other Palkia. What I can do here is because I have 5 on the healthiest one on the back line, I can actually do this, Leaf, and then put in the other one with the less energy. Because we can't take energy off of the Pokemon that we put in. But we can take energy off the ones in the bench. And we have a surplus of 5. So I don't necessarily think we super need that. So I'm going to, make sure I cost effectively play this game and really maximize what I have. So we're going to go and wash out our energy from the Vaporeon because it literally should not be there. No one needs that energy there ever. We're going to wash out again and we're going to remove it from the Manaphy in case he, wants to snag that. And I mean, this is just serendipitous to see. Like, this guy is definitely not going to have a good time here because he might think that his Mew EX is safe, but I can literally just peace out, Girl Scout, leave my Palkia in the dust, go to the other one on the bench, and then still kill him. Yeah, he's just gone. He knew it was over. All I had to do was drop another energy on that Palkia on our front end, go to the back end one, and then we win. So, yeah, the fact that you can blow apart your opponent's defenses with back-to-back 150 blasts and also do 20 damage to your opponent's bench. So, like, when you're doing that 20 damage, you're effectively able to hit for 170. Oh, man. And a lot of basic Pokemon will also die along the way if you're able to do 40 damage to the backline with 2 blasts. No one's going to last. This deck is unbelievably overpowered. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what can beat this, because I personally, I'm not seeing anything. 16 wins in a row with a deck that I've never played before is pretty ridiculous. Palkia Dimensional Storm the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more content, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.